What's up, everybody? So it's Nick Shabazz, man, aka Mr. Be Prepared, Not Scared, right? So, there's been a change in the weather these last couple weeks, man. So it's a little cold out there today, right? But we just gonna go into what today's topic is. So today's topic is the greatest gift in the world, or the most precious gift in the world, right? One of the most precious gifts in the world, or like one of the greatest gifts you can give, in the world, whether you're giving it or you're receiving it, right? So the wait is over, so I'm gonna tell you what it is, right? So I know you're like, man, just tell me what it is. So it is time. The reason that it's the greatest gift in the world, or one of the most precious gifts in the world, is because once you give it away, you can't get it back. And ultimately, your time is basically like that's portions of your life that you can't get back. So you got to be careful on where you deposit your time, and where you spend your time, and where you put the energy at for different stuff for the time, right? Where you decide to spend your time at, and how you decide to spend your time, because ultimately that's just portions and pieces of your life that you're just not getting back. Once it's gone, it's gone. Like it's over. So we're gonna talk about a couple different stages of time, and hopefully this video, unlock some things, and hopefully like inform you on some things that you may not have even put in perspective before. So I hope that we go ahead and dig into this, and hopefully we just get informed. We all get informed with it. All right. So the first particular stage of time that I'm going to talk about, like it's going to be two stages, and then I'm going to just elaborate on those stages. So the first stage that I want to talk about is chronos. Alright, so cool. So chronos is the time that can be measured. That time that can be measured, like you can measure it with a clock, or with years, and stuff like that. Like you can measure this actual time. So like when you go to work and you punch the clock, you can measure that time, how much time you spend at work, and how much time you got for lunch and all that stuff, right? So chronos is like the chronological time, that's sequential as well. It's like from seconds to minutes to hours, stuff like that. So that time is important, because that's the time that you grow older. You grow older and stuff like that. And we all know that the day you open your eyes and you start to live is like the day that you ultimately start dying too. So like it's like what do you call it? Oxymoron, like you living, but you get closer to death as well. So the more you live, the closer you get to death. And I don't want that to come off as a bad thing, but I want it to come off as a literal thing, so that that ultimately where you spend your time and how you spend your time either prologues or shortens your life. Ultimately, you still got that death day coming. You know what I mean? So you still got that. So why not spend the time that you got here in like a good space, not like in a negative space, or in a bad space, or in a space where you have to settle. You know what I mean? So like spending time and doing something that you want to do, something that you love to do, not just something that you might as well do. You know what I mean? Like some people, instead of living, like I said in some of my other videos, instead of living, it just exists, and it's more so like, man, I might as well do it. I ain't got nothing else to do. So like, why spend your time like that? That's not a cool way to live your life. Then we gonna jump into the second form of time, and that second form of time is kairos, or kairos. However you pronounce it, but I got the spelling up there, but kairos. This one is Kairos, man. So Kairos is the part of time when it's the opportune time, like when opportunity knocks, and the time that you like maybe is like the once in a lifetime time. This particular time I feel like is the most overlooked time. I feel like it's the most overlooked time because us as humans, sometimes we we think or overthink or think we more than what we are, or not more than what we are. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to say that, but sometimes we think that because that opportunity happened, that stuff like this is always going to happen. Sometimes it's not the case. Sometimes you only get one shot. You know the Eminem song. You only get one shot, one chance of that opportunity. Not you got to jump on it, man. Like when it's there, right? So, excuse me, like with this particular time, you really just gotta think like this time could be a blocker or it could be an enhancer. So like it could be when you jump on it, depending on how you react to it. Depending on how you react to it, how you respond to this Kairos time could be the difference from you being a millionaire and a billionaire. This could be the difference from you being a boyfriend or a girlfriend or a husband or a wife. This could be the difference on a spiritual level from you being blessed unlimitlessly, or you being cursed. You can be blessed or you can block your blessings, right? So you definitely got to pay attention to this. I think that my time came in July 4th, the 4th of July of 2017. I was 35 back then, right? You know, like, man, you know, I haven't been, and I was a hooper, but my whole life I've been hooping, football, like in sports and stuff like that, running around, doing all types of stuff, right? Riding bikes and stuff like that. But this particular time, you know, I'm thinking, I thought it was heartburn, so I couldn't lift my left arm, so it was a concern to me. So I was like, man, I'm gonna go to the doctor, see what's going on. Go to the hospital, they hooked me up and all that stuff. So I'm sitting there, they're like, well, the numbers right now, the numbers that's reading right now is showing that you're having a mild heart attack right now. I said, what? I've been acting my whole life. Now I'm 35, so I'm like, man, you know what's scary? So I say, you know, at that point in time is when I said, look, any situation that I cannot control or any person, relationship, whatever it is, I say, man, I'm done with that. So at that time, I made a pact to myself and I went on a mental fast. I said, even in any negative situation, I'm not going to put no energy or no time or nothing towards that negative stuff. I'm only going to focus on the positive stuff. Now, mind you, I'm not naive. So I see the negative stuff and I know that it's there, but at the end of the day, I'm not giving that no energy. I say, man, so, you know, like sometimes when you're in a relationship and for whatever that relationship is, man, you gotta be watchful. I'm trying to tell you, man, because it changed a lot in my life and it helped me out. So you gotta be watchful and watch the patterns that people do. If you watch people's patterns, you'll see how much you mean to somebody and how much that person actually respects you or how much they feel like you mean to them in their life. You know what I mean? So if you watch their patterns, you'll see all that stuff, man. Like, so if somebody keep your relationship, if you're in a relationship and that person, whoever it is, physically abusing you or verbally abusing you or keep doing stuff, cheating on you or stuff like that, but they keep saying, oh, my bad, I'm sorry, but they're not changing. Listen, man, the best apology is changed behavior, man. Like, and you really gotta pay attention to that. And then when you tell yourself certain things like, you know what, man, I deserve more than this, I need better than this, I'm that, man, I'm not gonna keep putting up with this stuff. But you keep putting up with it, man. You show people how to treat you. So as long as you keep putting up with it and all that stuff you're saying, you telling yourself, you lying to yourself, man, I'm not with none of this stuff, but you still stay there. Ultimately, what you're saying, and I had a lot of debates about this with different family members and friends and stuff like that. Ultimately, what you're saying is you like it. You say it out your mouth, you don't, but you stand there. While you stand there, if you don't like that situation, get out. That means it's time for you to go. Peace. Man, it don't matter who it is, whether it's a family member, whether it's a business person, a business relationship, or whether it's a relationship, a baby father, baby mother. It don't matter who it is. If you're being abused or you're being treated in a way that you don't like and you put up with it, man, get out of there, man. Like if you really don't like it, get out of there. Now, if you just saying out your mouth you don't like it and all that stuff, but you still stand, you showing that person how to treat you. They're not paying no matter. It's not going to be a need for them to change if you keep putting up with it. Point blank, period. So I mean, I'm sorry if that came across a little harsh, but you know, like I was there. You feel what I'm saying? I kept saying, man, look. Y'all watch some about other videos. I talked about how, you know, I was in a situation for, 15 years, and I knew in my spirit that me and her did not belong with each other. But I was like, man, you know what? Look, man, we've been rocking for 15 years. We got a son, whatever. You know what I mean? Like, I said all of this. I justified, I just lied to myself. I said all of this stuff. Man, we might as well. And I knew I shouldn't be there, man. I was so miserable and unhappy and messed up inside, but I kept trying to smile. I kept trying to do all the good stuff, take the pictures, going up. Man, I wasn't with none of that, man. And that alone, I'm not going to say that alone, but that other stressful situation could be what caused me to have that mild heart. And I said, after that, man, I'm not doing that. So I'm only going to focus on the positive. If you with that negative, you with that drug, keep that over there. I'm going to stay right here. Whether it is, whether it's family, like I say, business, relationship, man, look, man, if that situation makes you feel some type of way, or that situation is not adding to you, but it's adding stress to you, which means it's subtracting years from your life, or subtracting health from your life, man, you better get away from that situation, man, because that situation, or that person, or them people, or whatever it is, man, that's going to cause the demise of you, man, like leaving this earth sooner than you need to, man. Like, I want to make the rest of my life the best of my life, so I'm putting myself in better situations. I'm not going to be in those situations. You know, in the past, you know, you might have a breakup, you might call somebody 2 weeks, 3 weeks, whatever. Hey, what's up? Yeah, what happened? This, that. And you go up, look, man, if you watch somebody patterns, you know what they is, you know what it is. And listen, don't be led by your emotions. Be led by your spirit. You watch their patterns, and deep down inside, you know, man, this person ain't for me, man. Man, this situation ain't for me. Man, get out of there. You feel like that for a reason. You feel like that for a reason, so don't get caught up in the bells and whistles because of who that person is. Oh, that's my husband, or that's my wife, that's my baby mama. It don't matter who it is, man. Like, you gotta do what's best for you, because what's best for you is gonna be ultimately best for that child, man. Because you gotta watch that child is watching you too. If you got a child or it's a situation like that, that child is watching you how to deal with relationships, how to deal with spirituality, how to deal with adversity, how to deal with business stuff, work stuff. That child is watching more than you think they watching, man. So you gotta definitely be more attentive, man, and be more, you know, like be more in tune with all of that, man. So don't just overlook that stuff. So like I say, man, like for this year, man, for 2019 was a rough year for my biological family, man. You know, we lost 3 people, 2 aunts and an uncle. You know, we lost Catherine, Teresa, Pete. You know, that's rough. We still going through that. You know, for my project family, my neighborhood family. You know, we lost a couple people. We lost Big Easy in the mouth, man. We lost Daquan. We lost Trey. We lost Thurman, man. We lost Putney, man. We just lost Miss Willa May, man. So, like, man, all of us, like, we heartbroken, man. The people that grew up in this neighborhood, and then people that knew everybody personally, man. You heartbroken. It's like 2019. Damn, man, 2019 was rough. 2019 was the year where you built your strength, man. It's where you built all of this stuff out. Whether you wanted to build it or you didn't, like, you forced to build it from these losses and from whatever rough patches 2019 had. But guess what? 2020 coming. 2020 vision. We see stuff clear, man. We see what we want. We going to get what we want, man. All this negative stuff, all this other stuff, all these bad habits, all this other stuff, man. We leaving that in 2019, 2020 and forward, man. We gonna make the rest of our life the best of our life. 2020, we see stuff more clear, man. We see all this stuff more clear, man. So we got a vision, man. We see what we want. We get what we want, man. All that bull stuff, all that stuff that's left behind, leave it behind, man. Leave it behind. Like, man, we not gonna have no more of these strokes, these heart attacks, and all that stuff, man. We gonna do what we can, man, to make sure we better off, man. So new self, new wealth, man. Focus on the mission, not the money. Be prepared, not scared. 2020, see what you want, get what you want. Don't put up with something that's less than you. Don't put up with something that you don't deserve, man. Like, you deserve so much more, man. You're a king, you're a queen, you're a king. You deserve so much more. And if the people you're around or the situations you're around, the environment you're around, if that doesn't react to you like you're a king or a queen, change the situation, man. So, man, I hope this video helped whoever needed the help, man. I hope that whoever needed to see this or needed to hear this, I hope they see it or hear it, man. Share this video, subscribe to the video, like the video, comment, I comment back, man. Be prepared, not scared. Focus on the mission, not the money, man. New self, new wealth. 2020, we see what we want, man. We're going to get what we want.